encourage you.
Yes.
Amen. Get out, vote. Amen. I don't want to sound old. I don't want to sound fussy. Amen. But I guess I am a little bit of both of those things. But I just want to encourage you. The only way you can have change is power change. Amen. If you choose not to vote, you have voted. So let that sink in. If you choose not to vote, you already voted.
All right.
Amen. I know that sometimes there's word out and your vote don't count. All of that other stuff is already rigged. All of that. You know, we watch the NBA.
It's rigged. It's rigged too.
We got all kind of things that's so-called rigged. Amen. But your vote.
Amen. Help us.
Amen. From a historical standpoint, from a right now standpoint. And more importantly, as we start getting towards local elections coming up, we do have some local folks. They're going to dictate your life, the quality of life you enjoy. Those are the folks that will be voting on whether certain bills pass and get real close to you. Amen. So I know we get excited about the presidential election, but we better get a little more excited about local elections. All right, I'm preaching to the choir. So I want to encourage you to vote. Amen. Now, if you're not registered, we need to talk.
All right.
Amen. We need to be talking. We got some folks here that can help with that. Amen. Because that is extremely important. Amen. Now, some of y'all looking at me like, we don't want to talk about this, but this is important. Amen. This is vitally important.
Amen.
You know, there was a time when they said, y'all couldn't vote. Amen. So please make sure you get it out there. Amen. There was something else I was going to mention. Amen. There was something else I was going to mention. We'll come back. Why don't you go with me to 1 Samuel? I know it's a lot of words. We'll get to it. 1 Samuel. Amen. Chapter 16. Amen. 1 Samuel. Chapter 16. We're just going to jump down to verse number 7. Amen. We're just going to jump down to verse 7. Since you read the chapter, amen, already, I'm just going to drop down into verse 7 says, for the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. Amen. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
Amen.
Amen. May God add a blessing to readers, hearers, and to the doers of His holy word. Amen. We'll jump into a new series this morning. Amen. Purified and not popular. Amen. Purified and not popular.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Today we're going to talk about how God sees the heart. God sees the heart. Amen. 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 You know, oftentimes the qualifications that God is looking for, amen, are invisible to people, but they are unmistaken by God. He knows what He's looking for.
See? All right. Yes, sir.
Amen. As we look at this text, and if you had a chance to kind of walk through this chapter, this text kind of mirrors, if you will, the Christian experience. Amen. The life of a believer. There's first examination. Amen. Then there is election. And then there is empowerment. There's a time when